Hey y'all, welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Joe and I am going to be working on this chest of drawers. You can see the glossy finish on this piece is just like so shiny. But we are going to be sanding this down. There is some veneer missing here and there, so we are going to do some patchwork there. We will be using wood filler and then sanding this piece down. So let's take this glossy finish out and begin our first part, that is removing the hardware. So this hardware is in excellent condition. I am going to be reusing this and we are going to sand this. So I put the wood filler on and let it dry for about an hour, and now I'm sanding it down. So the veneer that was missing, we were able to patch it up and cover it there. I am using 120 grit sanding pad and the sanding sheet to sand this whole piece down. We need 120 because it is a coarse grit, which will help us to take the gloss finish on this dresser out. We need to at least get it to a matte finish to be able to paint on it. So my sanding is done and I'm cleaning it down with Kirkland baby wipes. They are alcohol free and very gentle, and it's very easy to take any residue out from your furniture after you have sanded them down. So it's very simple and easy, and I about to use 4 wipes on this entire piece and collected all the dust. You can see how it came out. All the dust is here. So we are done with the prep work. Now we will begin to paint. I'm using mud paint butternut. It is a beautiful yellow color. You can see the shade and also the coverage. It is highly pigmented, so this is our first coat. So in total I think I am going to be doing 2 to 3 coats depending upon how much wood I want to peek through on this piece of furniture. I'm going for a cottage farmhouse kind of a look, so I will be distressing this piece, so probably 2 to 3 coats of paint. So I ended up doing 3 coats of butternut on this piece, and this is how it looks like. Now this is I'm going to be using on this furniture. This is a decor mold. These are the newest molds that Redesign with Prima has launched, and you can see the details on these molds of the florals is so detailed. This is the back, so it lays flat on the surface, and for this I'm using the amazing casting resin, which dries about in like 1 or 2 minutes. So I'm going to open this box up, it's a new box, and show you what comes inside it. So it has measuring cups. This is side B of the resin, and this is side A of the resin. So we are going to mix these up with the measuring jar. I'm going to take the equal amounts of the side A and side B in equal quantities, put it in this cup and mix it well. You need to stir it to mix them well, and then once it's done, I'm going to pour it in the molds there, whatever part of the florals that I want. So I'll start with the large and the small ones, and you'll see how it goes. I'm probably thinking of putting a lot of molds on this piece of furniture, so I will end up making more molds, but this is my first one. So I poured it and I will let it sit for about 2 to 3 minutes, when it will start to harden up. So I'm going to let it sit and let's see the magic happen. So you see how it turned out. It has turned out hard, like it's really hard. I'm going to pull them out from the mold because they are all set. This is how, see, when I'm touching it, it's all dry and coarse. So you can touch it and see if your molds are dry. You can also slowly take them out and see they will leave the corners of the design that they are the molds they're poured in, and that's how you know that okay, they are ready to be popped out. So I'm going to take these beautiful moldings out and see the design. Wow, it's beautiful. All the details has come out very pretty. Yes, this resin dries out white in color, but we are going to paint it, so it really doesn't matter. But there is a clear resin also, if you would like to use, you can use that. But if you're painting it, it really doesn't matter if it's clear, it dries out clear, or it dries out white. So this is the lush one. I love it. So well, I ended up making a lot of molds. And you can see there are a lot of molds that I made, and I'm going to be cutting them and using them on the piece of furniture. So this is the transfer that I'll be pairing it up with the sunflower fields. You can see the pretty sunflowers that it has. We'll be cutting it out and gluing them down. So for the molds, I'm using Gorilla Wood Glue. This is a wood glue which helps to adhere our molds there. So I'm covering the back of this mold completely with the wood glue and going and sticking it. So I just hold it for a few seconds and I am good. I am pairing it with the transfer, so as we go I'm putting some molds here and there and pairing it with the transfer as we go from top to the bottom. So my plan is to put the molds and the transfer on the left and the right hand side of this chest of drawers and keep the center plain yellow. Now here is the large mold that I am going to be gluing. Uh, I can easily cut these down and put it wherever I want, but some parts I'm going to be using them as is, but some of the parts I'm just going to break them, cut them down, and glue them. You can heat these molds up so they become very soft, and then they're easy to mold and cut. And if you want to use them as is, then the dry form, and you can apply the Gorilla Wood glue and adhere it to the surface. So like I said, I'm just going with the flow and pairing the molds and the transfer together on the left hand side, and then we will be working on the right hand side of this chest. So this is how I started working on the right hand side. This is the transfer. The back of it looks white, and I am putting it, trying to fill the space on the left and right, and neatly pairing it like the twines and the florals are flowing into the dresser from the left and the right hand side. Time for some more molds. Again, wood glue. Make sure that your wood glue is covering the entire molding, and it's easier to glue on all the corners of the mold. So you see, I am just randomly going and placing this sunflower molding here to cover that stem of the flowers. Then here, and some transfer with it. Here it is, the molding is done and the transfer is done. Now I am going to paint it. So I'm painting it with the base color, that is a butternut, so that it blends into the color of the dresser. So this is a very important step after you put your mold. So we are going to paint these sunflowers, and for that we need to first paint it in the base color. So once the base color is done, I will just go and pick a darker shade of yellow and then paint it with that, so that we have different shades of yellow going into our sunflowers. Of course, every sunflower cannot be exactly the same, but we will try to keep them as close as possible. So you can see, one coat is doing pretty well, covering the white color of the mold. So I think I'm just going to keep it like one coat of this butternut and just going and blending with another shade of yellow. So I've taken out this box of colors and I'm going to be mixing some yellows here and there to brighten up the flowers. So you can see it's another shade of yellow that I put, and I'm going to do the center in the black, all the details in the center, the pulling in black. So it's like a blending back to back. The paint is wet, and I'm using water to blend in the sunflower, so it's kind of coming very natural, and it is looking pretty good. So let's paint the leaves now, and again, like I am blending a few shades of green here and there to cover all the leaves that are there with the molds. Here again, I'm going with the yellows, the different shades to highlight and pop the sunflowers, and you can see with the base color, the orange and the yellow mix, it's looking pretty good. I like it. Now this is a dash of orange, very important because the sunflower does have orange, so I'm just going and giving it a little bit of orangey tone there, and see the orange makes a huge effect here. And now the shading with the black and some filling in some yellows in the center. My sunflowers have dried and this yellow is doing the trick. It's done. So I'm so excited. Now we are going to just use our polishing pad and go over the transfer to remove any loose ends and blend the transfer into the paint. So we are just going over the transfer with a polishing pad. Now now the second last step, which is sealing your paint transfer and the molds. So I'm using the top coat here. It's in matte finish that I am going over with, and I think I'll do one coat because it is quite strong. So you can see it's a good coverage. And our final step is putting the hardware back. You can see this is the original hardware. I just wiped it clean and it looks amazing with the paint. We don't have to paint the hardware. So here is my final look of this chest of drawers. Painted sunflowers and the transfer. I have also painted some of the transfer to make it more natural, but you can see the leaves, the sunflower cast blends in so beautifully with the florals, the transfer that we have, and it kinds of just pops out so beautifully. So I'm very happy with how this piece has turned out. I hope you enjoyed watching this makeover. All the product links are in the description below. You can order it from there and get creative. I'll see you next time in the next video.